Hey there, I'm Bree and I go by Tip of the Moon and I am a Reiki healer and practitioner. I've created a short Reiki ASMR session for you today for just releasing blocked emotions, promoting flow, that kind of thing. So just digging deep and trying to get rid of any blocks that are holding us back. I'm going to use some crystals, so I'll show you what they are before we start. I have this green kyanite wand and I'm going to be using it to do alignment. It feels like very good stone for alignment, kind of like deals with our heartstrings and aligning them in the emotional body. And in that process, releasing any blocks that we may have. And then I have some pistachio calcite, though I think that this is sometimes called like Caribbean calcite, but it is not quite the same. Um, this pistachio calcite is really like a stone of inspiration. It can facilitate that sort of aha moment that we have when we have blocked emotions. We don't know what's going on, but hoping to find kind of the source of the problem. And then I have this quartz here. It is a Lemurian seed crystal, and I like these just for dealing with unlocking that kind of ancient knowledge, getting some clarity and kind of inner vision and understanding what's going on. So, using this to sort of pinpoint the problems. And to me, when we talk about unlocking things, almost always I believe that the best knowledge and healing for ourselves comes from within. So, we're really just trying to pinpoint those places that we have stored information about the problem. Does that make sense? Okay. This is going to be a short and sweet session, so I'm just going to do a quick cleanse with this selenite wand, going through and sweeping through your aura and the space that we're using just to kind of keep it, um, resetting it, I guess, not keep it, resetting it before we start. And just pulling through, sort of fluffing through your aura with this stone. Some nice long pulls from the top of your head all the way down and moving around the body, making sure that we get every side of you before we start. Just nice long pulls. And that feels pretty good to start. So first I'm going to be working with this green kyanite and trying to align the energy body and break up any of those blocks. So the first kind of part of it is that alignment so that we can release any blocks, and then we'll start promoting flow and healing for those emotional blocks. And this can be helpful when we're not sure kind of what's going on. Sometimes when we're feeling blocked, we don't even really know what's going on. We're kind of feeling off, and we know we don't feel emotionally up to ourselves. And then maybe like a few days later, a week later, you're suddenly like, oh gosh, I remember what that's about. I understand that a little better. And you can just kind of feel when you have those moments that there is this flow that opens back up. And then you can start to take back over. And so we're just looking for that alignment. And you can kind of maybe sit up a little bit straighter if it helps you connect that feeling of a straight spine. We want our physical spine to line up with our energy body. So just the way you sit up straight and you can kind of breathe better. You want your energy body to sit back up straight, so energy can flow. And I'm going to use this too to pull out anything that may be holding that alignment process out of whack. So kind of pulling out any of those blocks now. And I like this stone because it feels like a little scoop. So just really grabbing into those. It started raining here. It's kind of nice. Hopefully that's that flow we're talking about. So I have a new mic and it may not pick up that rain, I'm not sure. Sort of pulling and releasing any of those blocks. And just pulling that last little bit, and then drawing a few alignment channels before we start introducing that sort of flow feeling. So green kyanite, really lovely. Love it for alignment. And then I have that pistachio quartz, pistachio calcite, and I'm using this for flow and inspiration. It is very much a stone that is tied to the throat chakra, and you can kind of see the layers. Think of those a little bit like water flow. And it's tied to the throat chakra. So what we're looking for is expression of what is wrong. So we opened up some alignment so that we can promote that flow of expression, that flow of us expressing what is going on and releasing it. And that can be talking to someone about it, that can be talking to yourself just through your head. So expression can take many different forms. And we're just looking for that flow, that moment of understanding so that we can feel that release. And that's why sometimes when we're feeling blocked, the best thing to do is to grab a piece of paper and just let everything, kind of like a brain and heart and emotion dump, just every little thought, feeling. And usually, in the process of that flow, something is released. We might not even always be aware of it consciously. We just kind of like, oh, at least I feel like that's out of my system. And that's that sort of feeling we're looking for. Just pulling that out and allowing it to be released and expressed. And any of the stones that resonate with the throat chakra, so like Amazonite, Larimar, any of those throat stones can be really helpful for unblocking things, so we can just finally express what's going on and lighten our hearts. And just pulling out some of that, hopefully pulling from your energy body, allowing it out. Okay, very good. So just a bit of pistachio calcite for some flow. And then I have this Lemurian seed crystal, which I'm going to hopefully pinpoint some places within you for healing. Just really good at unlocking that sort of ancient knowledge, that wisdom that resides within us. Lemurian quartz all comes from a kind of a certain place in Brazil, and this quartz has just a little bit different kind of quality to it. So it is very similar to regular quartz, but it's just got a little bit something extra in it, if that makes sense. And so we want to sort of activate those places within us. Maybe that's past lives, maybe that's our guardian selves, maybe that's just wisdom stored within your physical DNA, whatever you want to call it. We're sort of activating those points within us to vibrate with that knowledge and healing, so that next time when we come across that feeling that gets us blocked, we maybe have something within us activated to help combat that, sort of empowering your emotional defense systems. Just these little points, just kind of touching on the different spots on the body. And lighting them up with knowledge and wisdom and healing. So just, I picture it like this little glowing white spot that kind of radiates out, like little freckles of starlight. I'm just gonna place them, like I said, freckles on our face. And kind of help awaken that light within us. Perfect. So we have all of that healing and knowledge within. We are almost always our own best source of what we need. Your body, your soul kind of knows what you need already. And we're just reminding you of that. Just lighting those little bits up. It's like a little boop. Quite lovely. Let's just spend a moment kind of connecting the constellation that we just made. All these little beams of light, giving you a little bit of a network that you can draw upon, or maybe it'll serve as a roadmap. All these resources you have when you're feeling blocked and feeling out of sorts. That's perfect. Much better. And this is just meant to be a quick little session to sort of unblock things so you don't have to spend all day on it. If you're feeling blocked, the last thing you want to do is spend more time feeling blocked. So just a quick little session to unblock some things, hopefully awaken that healing and flow within your energy, okay? And thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this session, subscribe, like, all these kind of things are so helpful to my channel. You guys are what supports me. So thank you so much and have a wonderful day.